Throwing the axe in God of War feels incredible, we all know this. I wonder how those clever rascals at Sony Santa Monica made it. I want to recreate it, and I'm pretty sure I can do it. I mean, it's not like they're a team of experts with a $50 million budget, right? Okay, if I'm to recreate it, I'll need to smash it apart into its smaller components. On closer inspection, it looks like the player can enter an aim mode, which pulls the camera in and changes Kratos' stance. Then, when thrown, it'll spin like a frisbee until it hits something, oftentimes getting stuck in. The coolest part, of course, is returning the axe. It sweeps along a satisfying arc as it makes its way back to our hand. So, just like an axe to a Norse god's head, let's get stuck in. I'll start out simple with the aim mode. I'll add a second camera to my character to help me see what the aim view will look like. Now, I'll just set up my main camera to animate between its default position and the aim camera's position. I'll also add a subtle lift of the arm by blending a raised arm pose over the regular idle animation. I can then control this blend value, which I'll update based on whether the player is aiming or not. With the simplest part done, it's time to treat our axe like the Unity game engine and throw it away. I think the easiest way to do this will be to mark a point in the throw animation where the axe should be released. When the animation reaches that point, I'll make the axe which is attached to the player invisible. Then I'll spawn a new axe with the same transforms, but this one will simulate physics. No degree needed, just check this box. I can now just apply a force in the direction the camera is facing. Too little. Okay, way too much. Alright, that's looking good. Let me add a little effects trail so you can see the axe a bit better. Obviously, we need to get this thing spinning. I'll add a rotating movement component which will spin the actor at a constant rate, but this causes our axe to do some crazy dance moves when it collides with a wall. This really wouldn't be a problem if our character wasn't too pathetic and weak to actually stick the axe in the wall, so let's change that. When the axe hits a wall, I'll disable the physics and stop the rotation. This gets the job done, but I think we made our little guy too strong, as he's able to stick the handle of the axe in the wall. An unexpected problem, but an interesting one to fix. Okay, let's try getting the impact normal of the wall and aligning the axe to it. We'll need to add some additional rotation to face the axe to the wall and make it sideways. Then I can move the axe to the impact point as well, but offset it a bit from the wall. Perfect. Good enough. Now, unlike your X, we want to take our axe back. Returning the axe to us in a straight line would be simple, but I want those sweet curves of the original. To recreate this, I'll calculate a spline path when the player wants to return the axe. The start point of the spline will be the axe, and the end point will be the player's hand. To get it to sweep away from the wall, I'll use the impact normal again and align one of the spline tangents to it. With the spline path calculated, I can just start rotating the axe again and move the axe along the spline. That was simpler than I thought. When the axe returns to our little fella, I'll need to do some sleight of hand. Don't tell anyone, but I'm going to destroy the returning axe and replace it with the invisible axe which was in our hand the whole time. To mask the abrupt transition, I can play this quick catch animation and I'm done. Now if only I had $50 million spare dollars, maybe I could recreate the whole game.